I want to start this video by telling you something that almost no one knows. Many people talk about collagen as if it were just a beauty supplement, as if it only helps the skin become firmer, the hair look more beautiful, and the nails become stronger. But over the past few years, studying the human body in depth, living through the practical changes of aging, and observing so many people suffering from pain, weakness, fatigue, irritable bowel, and fragile skin, I realized one powerful thing. There is a benefit of collagen that almost no one talks about. And when you discover this, it completely changes the way you see your health. I am Edu Rodriguez, and today I want to show you that collagen is not about aesthetics. It is about support, vitality, healthy aging, and most importantly, about recovering what time takes away from our bodies. Before continuing, take this opportunity to like this video and share it with someone who constantly complains about pain, fatigue, weakness, or very sensitive skin, because this can truly help. When I was younger, I had no idea about the importance of collagen. I think no one does. When we're 17, we're almost indestructible. We fall, get up, run, spin, bend, jump, twist an ankle, and everything is fine the next day. The body has an incredible capacity to recover. But after 25, 30 years old, everything slowly changes, almost unnoticed. What was once just an annoyance becomes pain. What was pain before turns into a limitation. And before you know it, you're avoiding simple movements because you're afraid of causing an injury. Over time, I understood that this is not just aging. There is a biological reason, the constant loss of collagen. And here lies the big problem. Our bodies need a lot of collagen to keep everything functioning. However, what we eat today is not even close to what our ancestors ate. We eat skinless chicken breast, tender meat, lean cuts, processed foods. None of these contain enough collagen for the body. And the most shocking part is that we need nearly a third of our total protein intake to come from collagen. But in modern diets, it doesn't even reach 3%. This explains why so many people feel pain, why so many live tired, why so many feel their bodies falling apart. And then comes the part that impressed me the most when I discovered it. When you consume collagen, most of it doesn't go directly to the parts of the body that need to be rebuilt. Only a small part reaches there in the form of small chains called peptides. And it is precisely these chains that make all the difference. They act as messengers. It's as if they enter your bloodstream and tell your body, hey, let's repair this here. Let's rebuild that tissue. Let's recover this structure. And this activates specific cells that start producing new collagen, new tissue, new elasticity. And that's when it clicked for me. We don't take collagen to become collagen. We take collagen to trigger an internal reconstruction process that the body can no longer activate on its own as it used to. And when this process activates, you feel it. You don't even need to wait for major visual changes. The first thing is a different sensation in the body. It's as if you become more whole. Less pain upon waking, fewer joint cracks, more firmness when moving. And yes, the skin also responds, but it's just the tip of the iceberg. There's another thing I also noticed through studying and talking to many people. Collagen has an important role in sleep. And that makes perfect sense when we understand that one of the main amino acids present in collagen is glycine. Glycine is essential for deep sleep, that restorative sleep that leaves you waking up more energized. When glycine is lacking, sleep becomes light, broken, irregular. And then you wake up tired, irritable, unfocused, without energy. When the body receives enough collagen, it seems that the restoration button starts to work again. I remember a phase of my life when I slept but didn't rest. I woke up as if I had run all night. And only when I understood this mechanism did my own routine start to change. Today, when I talk about collagen, I don't speak of it as a trendy supplement. I speak as someone who has experienced firsthand the impact of its deficiency and who sees every day the difference it makes when the body regains what it needs. Now, let me tell you something else that almost no one mentions. Most people think that if they eat protein, meat, eggs, fish, everything is fine. But none of these sources provide the chain of peptides that collagen offers. They provide amino acids, which are also important, of course, but they don't have these signals that trigger the internal production of collagen. That's why, even eating meat every day, many people still have thin skin, brittle nails, weak muscles, aching joints, and an extremely irritated intestine, because collagen is different from regular protein. And it's different in the most important way. It gives an order to the body, not just a material. And if there's one thing my work as a health educator teaches me every day on the EDU Health Tips channel, it's that the body responds when you provide what it truly needs. It reorganizes itself. It rebuilds. It strengthens. And every time someone comments on the videos saying they noticed a difference in sleep, pain, skin, or even their gut after changing their diet, I am sure that this kind of content transforms lives. So, if this makes sense to you, leave a comment below so I can know. Now, speaking of the intestine, there is a direct connection between collagen and the intestinal barrier. Today, many people suffer from food sensitivities, reflux, gases, bloating, intolerances, and even anxiety symptoms that originate from the gut. One of the reasons is a weakened, permeable, irritated intestine. Collagen helps rebuild this protective layer. It helps the intestine close the gaps, as if renovating the inner wall of the body. When this improves, you digest better, absorb nutrients more effectively, and even your immunity improves. Have you noticed that when digestion is poor, mood also worsens? It's no coincidence. When the intestine is restored, it's as if the rest of the body can breathe better. And now I want to tell you something that many people ask me. What is the best way to consume collagen? The answer is simple. The best way is the one you can maintain in your routine. There's no point in buying something you don't use. In my case, I add it to my breakfast. Just a spoon mixed in there. Without sugar, nothing that hampers the quality. It doesn't significantly change the taste, but it greatly changes how I feel over time. But there's an important detail. For collagen to turn into tissue, you need cofactors. That means real food. Vegetables, fruits in moderation, proteins, trace minerals, vitamin C. If the body doesn't have the right ingredients, it can't use collagen properly. And the reason I talk about this on the EDU Health Tips channel is because here we don't discuss shortcuts. We talk about real transformation, about choices you make today that can work 6 months from now, a year from now, or 5 years from now. I always say that aging is inevitable, but aging frail is optional. Your body doesn't want to see you breaking down gradually. It wants to function, recover, and strengthen itself. But it needs the right fuel. I know many people will watch this video already feeling pain, tiredness, and the sensation that their body is falling apart. And I also know that many will watch thinking this isn't for me. But let me tell you something honestly. The time to take care is now. The earlier you help your body rebuild, the longer you live with autonomy, strength, and vitality. And if you're here until now, it shows me that you truly want to take care of your health. So go ahead and leave a comment telling me how long you've been feeling pain or weakness. It helps me a lot to create content that can help you even more. Now, let me emphasize one last important thing. Everything in the body is connected. When you improve your digestion, you improve your energy. When you improve your energy, your mood improves. When your mood improves, your sleep improves. When your sleep improves, your immunity improves. And when your immunity improves, your entire body functions better. Collagen plays a fundamental role in this puzzle. I really want you to understand this. Collagen is not a luxury. It is structure. It is health. It is support. It is stability. It is a foundation. And that is why I decided to bring up this topic today. Because I see everyday people who take care of their health, who take vitamins, who exercise, but who continue to suffer because this essential piece was missing. If this video helped you, share it with a family member, send it to groups, and leave your like to strengthen this channel that every day tries to deliver practical, accessible, and transformative information. And before I finish, I want to remind you that here at EDU Health Tips, I am with you on this journey to take care of the body, mind, and life. Every choice counts. Every step matters. And you deserve to live well, with strength, awareness, and health.